What if a police chase stole the stars from an elderly man's sky? What if they refused to admit their fault? In Oklahoma, 86-year-old Leonard Hayes lost a cherished ritual, but his community brought the night sky back. Stay tuned for a story of fear, betrayal, and a starry reunion. In the peaceful suburb of Starlight Meadows, Oklahoma, the nights were clear and full of stars. The scent of prairie grass lingered in the air. Here, Leonard Hayes had lived for over 6 decades. He was an 86-year-old widower with a gentle soul. Leonard had bought his $180,000 bungalow with his late wife Evelyn in 1959. It was a home filled with memories of starlit nights. On the warm evening of June 25, 2028, Leonard sat on his small balcony. He gazed at the twinkling stars above. The balcony had been his and Evelyn's special place. They'd spent countless nights there, naming constellations and dreaming. "That's our star, Len," Evelyn would say, pointing at Sirius. Leonard smiled at the memory. His voice was soft. "I see you up there, Eve." The sound of crickets chirped softly below. Starlight Meadows was a quiet neighborhood, but that evening chaos shattered the stillness. A police chase tore through the streets. They were pursuing a car thief who had stolen a vehicle nearby. Sirens blared loudly. The police used a megaphone, shouting commands. "Pull over now!" The voice boomed, echoing through the night. Leonard froze, his heart racing. The noise felt like an explosion in the calm. The chase moved closer to Leonard's street. The megaphone's harsh commands grew louder. "Stop the vehicle immediately!" it roared. The sound startled Leonard, his hands gripping the balcony railing. In his panic, he stumbled backward. His foot caught on a chair, and he fell. His arm scraped against the wooden floor, leaving a painful scratch. Leonard clutched his arm, trembling. "Evelyn, I can't do this," he whispered. The stars above blurred with his tears. The officers caught the thief a block away. The lead officer, 39-year-old Jacob Riley, noticed Leonard on his balcony, visibly shaken. "Sir, are you okay?" he called up. His voice was tense. Leonard's voice trembled. "That noise. I can't come out here anymore," he said. His hands shook as he pointed to the sky. The balcony, his sanctuary with Evelyn, felt unsafe now. Riley radioed for backup. The static crackled as he spoke. "We've got a civilian upset situation under control," he said. His tone was dismissive. Neighbors rushed out of their homes. They gasped at the sight of Leonard's scratched arm. Some helped him inside. His breathing was ragged. The fear lingered in his chest. Leonard couldn't bring himself to step onto the balcony again. The megaphone's echo haunted him, a reminder of his fall. He thought of Evelyn, their nights under the stars. They'd dreamed of traveling the world, but this balcony had been their universe. "We'll always have the stars," Evelyn had promised. Now, Leonard felt trapped inside. Tears fell as he sat in his living room. The night outside felt unreachable. The Homeowners Association took action. The HOA president, 52-year-old Patricia Coleman, had known Leonard for years. Patricia's parents had been friends with Leonard and Evelyn. A neighbor's security camera had captured the incident. The footage showed the police chase and the megaphone's loud commands. It showed Leonard's fall on the balcony. But Officer Riley denied responsibility. "He tripped on his own," he claimed. His voice was cold. "We didn't cause his fear." Patricia's heart ached for Leonard. She held the camera footage tightly. "He's lost his stars," she said to the HOA board. Her voice was firm. "We need to bring them back for him." The board agreed to fight for Leonard. They hired a lawyer to sue the police department. The rustle of legal documents filled their meeting room. Leonard's fear became their cause. The community would help him reclaim the night. The trial took place in a local courthouse. Residents packed the gallery. Their footsteps echoed on the tile floor. Leonard sat in the front row. His hands trembled as he held a photo of him and Evelyn on the balcony, smiling under the stars. His eyes were tired, haunted. The lawyer played the camera footage. The video filled the screen. It showed the megaphone's disruptive noise. It showed Leonard's panicked fall, Gasps filled the courtroom. The evidence was clear. Officer Riley took the stand. He shifted nervously. "I didn't see him fall," he lied. His voice wavered. The judge's gaze was sharp. "The footage contradicts your statement," she said. Her tone was stern. The lawyer pressed further. "Your megaphone caused his fear. Didn't you consider the impact?" he asked. Riley hesitated. I was focused on the suspect," he said. The courtroom buzzed with disbelief. Leonard spoke next. His voice trembled as he stood. "That balcony was where I felt Evelyn, under the stars," he said. Tears streamed down his face. "We'd named constellations. It was our place." He held up the photo, Evelyn pointing at the sky, both smiling. "Now I'm too scared to go out there." The courtroom fell silent. Jurors wiped their eyes. Patricia squeezed Leonard's hand. The judge delivered her verdict. Her gavel slammed, down with a resounding thud. "Officer Riley, you are guilty of reckless endangerment," she declared. Her voice boomed. "You caused trauma and lied about it." The department was ordered to pay Leonard $4,800 in damages. Riley faced a unique penalty. He was required to take a community communication course and rebuild Leonard's balcony himself. The courtroom erupted in applause. Leonard's neighbors cheered for him. Riley spent weeks in the communication course, learning to consider residents' safety. He reflected on Leonard's fear as he studied. He then worked with a local carpenter to rebuild the balcony, adding a sturdier railing. On a calm afternoon, he arrived at Leonard's home. He carried tools and a small plaque. "Mr. Hayes, I'm so sorry," he said. His voice was soft. He finished the balcony, securing the plaque that read Evelyn Stars. Leonard nodded, his eyes misty. The community had more in store for Leonard. Patricia and the neighbors planned a special evening. They called it a night under the stars, and gathered in Leonard's backyard. They brought telescopes, blankets, and lanterns. On the night of the event, Leonard stepped onto his new balcony. The stars above sparkled brightly. Neighbors pointed out constellations, their voices warm. "Look, there's Sirius," Patricia said. Her voice was kind. Leonard smiled, feeling Evelyn beside him. Leonard gazed at the sky, his heart full. He thought of Evelyn, her laughter, their shared dreams. "We're together again, Eve," he whispered. His voice was tender. The community had given him more than a balcony. They had given him courage. Starlight Meadows became a symbol of justice and healing. Leonard smiled at the stars. The night sky was his once more. And so, a moment of fear became a battle for justice in Starlight Meadows, Oklahoma. Leonard Hayes found peace through his community's love. How would you bring back a lost ritual? What do you think should communities fight for healing? Share your thoughts. Join us next time for another tale of justice. Until then, keep standing up for what's right. Thank you for listening.